Hello guys, it's STIVIW here, and today I thought of doing a bit of a different video. Please tell me if you want more of these type of videos, these top 10 videos. But yeah, I'm mainly gonna do like top 10 Pokemon things. We might do things with other games too. But yeah, because I don't really have a capture card for DS, I can't really do Pokemon Let's Plays or whatever. Because yeah, unfortunately, I don't have that sort of thing. But yeah, I thought today, because it's a pretty easy list to do, I thought I'd count down my top 10 favorite Pokemon. Okay guys, coming at number 10 is Aegislash. So, I picked Aegislash because he's a really cool guy. In my X and Y playthrough, I remember catching an on-edge in the kind of a castle gardens place and training up to be the beast that is Aegislash. I believe he's a level 78 currently in my playthrough. He's absolutely insane, and I love him to bits. He's a really cool Pokemon. And I mean, what can't you love about a ghost sword? I mean, come on. Although some people may think, oh, that's stupid, it shouldn't be a Pokemon because it's literally just a haunted sword. But I like it. I like Aegislash. I think it's really cool. Plus, he's an OU, or is it Uber? I don't know. He's OU or Uber because he is pretty fucking cool. Because his attack power isn't mental. So yeah, let's move on to the next Pokemon. So coming in at number 9 is Salamence. I personally picked Salamence because I remember, because when I was younger, like Leaf Green and Emerald were like the first kind of games that I played. They kind of introduced me to the Pokemon franchise. Really, I'd watched the anime before I played the games. Like I watched like the original season, stuff like that on TV. But first games I actually played were Emerald and Leaf Green, and I still have them today. I still have them. Yeah, pretty cool. But yeah, and Salamence, I remember, I absolutely loved him when I saw him in the anime. I remember, I think he's called Drake, I can't remember, the Elite Four guy who was the dragon guy, he had one, he had a Salamence, and it was pretty fucking awesome. I remember, he just looks cool. Although, the less said about his Mega, the better. I do not like it at all. I mean, I'll put what it looks like right up here. Yeah, easy. I hate the design for the Mega, but the original Salamence is really cool. And I mean, he's literally just called the Dragon Pokemon. Like, he is your standard dragon. That's what he is, he's nothing flashy. He is literally just a dragon, and I love him for that. So, coming in at number 8 is Sizzle. With Generation 2, it was my favourite region in terms of the region itself, not the Pokemon in it. I liked the design of the region and everything, but I wasn't too overly fond of the Pokemon in it because they're all a bit weak and forgettable. But one of the Pokemon that really stuck out on the second generation, I keep saying third for some reason, was Sizzle. I mean, all you do, you take an already awesome Pokemon that is Cypher and make it even cooler, and then you got Sizzle. It's awesome. Although the 4 times weakness to fire doesn't help it, but still it is an amazing Pokemon. Really good attack power, and it's not actually that quick in game, but in the anime I remember it being really quick. It just looks awesome. Red being my favourite colour. You'll find a lot of Pokemon on this list are red or have red in them. I think the only Pokemon so far that hasn't had red in it is Aegislash. But you're going to see a lot more Pokemon with red in them in this list. And yeah, actually Sizzle looks absolutely awesome. And I'm not overly fond of bug types, but Sizzle is a big exception for me. Okay, coming in at number 7 is Excadrill. So I picked Excadrill mainly because Generation 5 was considered to have the least, the worst design, not in terms of like their actual power or anything, but the worst looking Pokemon in Generation 5. But there are still some really good Pokemon in Generation 5, it's just a majority of them were just or this monstrosity right here. But yeah, Excadrill is one that really sticks out as a really awesome Pokemon. It's really good, like it's actually good to use in competitive play. Obviously, Gym Leader Clay's got one, which kind of cements its awesomeness as well. It's just a really good Pokemon with really nice typing too, ground and steel. Gives that resistance to fire, but yeah, okay, if you're playing against other ground types, it's going to be difficult because obviously steel's weak to ground. But Steel and Ground are 2 of my favourite types. They're probably both in my top 5 favourite types. And Excadrill is probably one of the best of the bunch. So, coming in at number 6 is Florges. So, I know what you guys are probably thinking. Ha! Gay! But still, in X and Y, I remember catching like a level 6, whether it was Flabébé, and it grew into an absolute monster. I mean, I still have my, I think it's either level 79 or level 80 Florges, and oh my god, it is an absolute tank. It is amazing. Honestly, Florges in my X and Y playthrough got me out of so many sticky situations. It really, like, I don't think if I would have played through it, I wouldn't have loved it as much as I do. But oh my god, was Florges an amazing Pokemon during that playthrough. Again, if I never would have played with it, I probably would have forgot about it really. But it's also really well designed. Like, it looks really cool, you know. I mean, this Pokédex entry says it restores gardens and things, and only one thing that bugs me about Florges is why it isn't got the secondary grass typing. That really bugs me, because it has an ability that helps grass type moves, and it really annoys me. I have to give it a Mystic, or it's called a something seed, or something that promotes or that increases grass type moves power. But yeah, Florges just looks awesome, is awesome, and was awesome for me. So that's why, unconventionally, I played Florges. I mean, you probably expected to be more popular with the female fan base, but hey, I mean, I gotta lose some man points to put Florges in this list, but trust me, it is well worth it. Now, coming in at number 5 is Hariyama. Again, another Pokemon, if I didn't play with it so much that I would have probably forgotten about it. Fighting is probably one of my least favourite types. I think it's just got some really boring Pokemon. I mean, it's pretty generic and boring Pokemon in fighting, but Hariyama just sticks out to me because during my Emerald playthrough, I had a Hariyama, and oh my god, was it an absolute monster. It's now currently the highest Pokemon I've leveled up legit. Like, obviously I've got Pokemon to level 100 using Action Replay. I mean, I don't really battle competitively, so I don't bother, you know, keep grinding to level 100, but I believe he's currently level 88 or 89, and that's legit. Like, I haven't used Action Replay at all with him. Like, that's leveled up legit, and he's way past my other highest level Pokemon. Like, all of them are, like, all the rest in like my best Pokemon are in my Heart Gold game, and they're all about 81, level 81. Hariyama's like level 88, 89. It really stood out to me as a really amazing team member throughout the years. I've used it in so many different games, and it's helped me countless and countless times. And yeah, I can't love Hariyama much more for that. So here, now we're going to start getting really generic. But my number 4 favourite Pokemon is Garchomp. So, personally, I wasn't a huge fan of Generation 4. I know some people in the comments were like, oh, Generation 4 is the best, I love Generation 4. But personally, I didn't like it as much. I'm not saying I dislike it, I still liked Sinnoh, but to be honest, the Diamond and Pearl games were probably some of my least favourite Pokemon games that I've played. And, well, I've only played Diamond, but honestly, I didn't really like it too much. Plus, I actually replayed it because, you know, I don't really give a shit, so I just actually replayed the shit out of it. But one Pokemon that really stood out in that generation was Garchomp. Holy fuck, does this thing look awesome. I mean, if you were to draw awesome, it would be Garchomp. And then it already looks fucking scary, and then what you do, give it a Mega, and it looks even more scary. I mean, they couldn't have done a better job of the Mega Evolution. I mean, it's hard to take an already intimidating and scary Pokemon and make it look even more scary and intimidating. But they've done it perfectly. It looks really awesome. And yeah, I mean, it's one of those Pokemon you would not want to run into if you're, you know, on your journey. Otherwise, it will just destroy you. It will murder you. Plus, Cynthia has one who's probably, you know, everybody's favourite champion is Cynthia, because she's bloody awesome. But yeah, Garchomp, pretty fucking amazing. Again, sorry if this is a bit generic, but my number 3 favourite Pokemon is Metagross. Again, if you ask any Pokemon fan, what do you think of Metagross? Most of them will say he's awesome. He's just a really cool Pokemon. In any anime, Steve has a shiny one, and I believe they hunt. I remember there's an episode in the anime where there's like a shiny Metagross that lives in the mountains, and Team Rocket and the team try and hunt for it, and that episode really stuck out for me. Plus, I mean, it just looks awesome. I mean, it's really powerful. You know, it's a pseudo legendary, and Steel again, Steel and Psychic, some of my favourite types again. Steel probably more than Psychic. I mean, I like Steel types because they look pretty awesome. But Metagross is pretty much the king of Steel types. He is awesome. I mean, got the intelligence of a supercomputer. His Mega, even though it doesn't really look like it's adding more to him, it still looks awesome, you know, with the arms like that. It really makes him look really intimidating. Even though I think it's a bit of a lazy Mega design, it still looks pretty awesome. Also, it helps that, you know, it's Steven Stone's signature Pokemon, and of course he is the champion Poem. And yeah, Metagross, in my opinion, is the king of steel types. And so, my number 2 favourite Pokemon is Blaziken. So, again, Blaziken is many a fan's favourite. Not in terms of like favourite starter, but it is a very popular Pokemon within the Pokemon community, because I mean, look at it. Look at it, it's awesome. It's so awesome. And also I remember, I have a little tradition that the first time I play a Pokemon game, I always pick the fire type, even though with Black 2 though, obviously I picked the fire type in Black, so I picked a different one in Black 2. I personally picked Oshawott, but in Black 2, but still, I always pick the fire type. And Generation 3 probably has one of probably is the most difficult decision when choosing your starter, because all 3 starters evolve into really, really awesome Pokemon. But Blaziken, I'll probably say, is just because I mean Sceptile and Swampert, I love them both. They're really good. But Blaziken is always going to be my favourite. Fire type is my favourite type, and Blaziken is pretty much really awesome. It's Mega as well. It did a really good job of keeping the integral design of the original Pokemon, but again giving it a kind of a new element, and it does look really, really nice. I mean, they couldn't have done a better job with the Mega, and it's got speed boost as well. Plus, of course, I have one in my playthrough. I believe it's level 73. I have 2 Blazikens. They're both like level 73. I remember having one for my Emerald playthrough, one for my Omega Ruby playthrough. But yeah, Blaziken, pretty fucking awesome. And so, my number 1 favourite Pokemon, please don't kill me, it's Charizard. Okay, I'm so sorry. I know you wanted to watch this list and, you know, see all these original Pokemon that I picked, but I'm sorry guys, I'm one of those people that I know Charizard, everybody hates on him for being overrated, but I can't not hate Charizard. I absolutely love Charizard to bits. In the original games, I played Leaf Green, was my first game of Pokemon I ever played, and of course I picked Charmander, you know, because he is the best in Kanto. I mean, obviously debatable. I mean, I'm going to get a shitstorm in the comments saying, oh, Squirtle's better, oh, Bulbasaur's better, but personally, really, you only didn't pick Charmander if you want to be a hipster and be like, oh, everybody else is picking Charmander, I'll pick Squirtle because I'm so cool because I don't pick Charmander. But basically, if you didn't know already, that pretty much in every game, each starter is technically like a different difficulty level. And in the original games, Charmander was like hard mode, because obviously the first 2 gyms are rock and water, and obviously Charmander will be weak to both of those. So yeah, picking Charmander is like hard mode, but at the end, when you get your Charizard, it's really, really worth, you know, having to use Tackle with 6 Rattatas against Broxonix. In the end, getting a Charizard is pretty amazing. It really pays off, you know, for your persistence. And also, it's Megas. Oh my fucking god. It's probably my favourite Megas of the lot. I mean, obviously because it's Charizard, but still, Charizard X. The only reason that I kind of regretted getting Pokemon Y is because I saw Charizard X and I was like, damn. But still, again, as I said, I always pick the fire types. I picked Fennekin, so when you get the Kanto starters, I picked Squirtle, because, you know, I wanted to have a fire and a water type in my party, because water type's always handy for surfing, then etc. But Mega Blastoise still looks pretty awesome too. Not too fond of Mega Venusaur though, but still. Yeah, Charizard, he's the original beast. Even though he's only Dragon type in his Mega, he's like the original dragon. He's just every person's favourite dragon. You know, he was the original beast. Obviously now we've got really cool Pokemon like Garchomp and, you know, those sorts of things, but the original type of that, you know, that people will look at it and think, wow, that's so cool. Charizard was the original Pokemon that kind of had that really cool element to it, and also of course Ash having one really helps. And I believe they did a survey and Charizard came out on top of, you know, fans' favourite Pokemon. I mean, when you're beating the mascot, you know, Pikachu, you know you're doing something right. But yeah, and that is why, Even though it might be an unpopular choice, I don't care. I'll always say Charizard's my favourite, unless, you know, a new Pokemon comes along. But for me, Charizard will always be. I'm not a Gen 1er, by the way. No way. I love all generations. I don't like love all of them, but I kind of don't judge them based because they're not Generation 1. I look at them and I don't, you know, look with bias. I look at Pokemon if I like it. I don't care what generation it's from. I like it. But just before I go, I'd like to quickly do some honourable mentions because there are some Pokemon that I still absolutely love and I couldn't bear not kind of showing them some sort of recognition. So I'm going to put them up on the screen now. Please feel free to pause and have a look. I'll leave them on the screen for about 5 seconds. But that's it from me, and goodbye.